Welcome to Door Closers Episode 1. I'm Exit Sign 250, and this is a series I didn't think I would be bringing back. When I did my reboot of my channel, which was around a year or a year and a half ago, I actually discontinued the Door Closer series mainly because there wasn't really an audience, and I thought every episode was kind of bland, nothing of substance, repetitive, boring, so on and so forth. However, right after I discontinued it, a lot of you guys wanted me to bring it back, and here it is again. The reason it didn't come out sooner is mainly because nothing really changed other than paint and some, new hardware, but other than that, there was nothing significant. But now that I got some stuff done, let's go ahead and make another episode. So the first thing you'll notice, maybe, is this is a brand new door. When I redid the room, this door was replaced because it was in poor condition. So brand new door, new hardware. This is a newer handle style doorknob. I like the color of it. And then I put in the squeak proof hinges, which I like. They haven't squeaked at all. And I actually installed this handle and another variant and these hinges all around my house. And a door closer. This actually wasn't the first one I installed. When I originally redid everything, I ordered a global door closer. It was a size 3 sweep latch and back check. However, it was not even serviced for a month, and I noticed a brown stain coming on the side of it. Turns out the sweep valve was leaking. So, I could have repaired it and put it back in service, but I haven't even had it a month, and I think I spent $30 or $35 on it. So I got a refund and returned it. And from then on, I didn't have a closer for the longest time because I wanted something, actually reliable. And then I found this guy. This is a Norton 8501 light duty door closer. It also has sweep latch and back check, and I haven't really seen any sort of closer that had back check for being light duty. I got this for around $10, not bad. It was installed briefly according to the seller and removed because it was light duty and they didn't realize it. However, when I got it, I noticed the latch valve had been leaking, and from further investigation, it wasn't like an O-ring, sorry. It wasn't an O-ring problem. It turned out, I think whoever installed it backed out the valve all the way. So I refilled it, and it hasn't leaked since, and it works perfectly now. I think this is my favorite door closer. I've encountered this closer a few times in hotels, on the hotel room doors. Very small and compact closer. Really love the looks of it, and it looks good with and without the cover, and I'll have to remove the cover later to show you guys with the inside. So without further ado, I'll open the door. Oh, one last note. I added this thing down here. This is a door stop and door magnet, so it will stop the door from hitting the wall, because before there was actually this big hole in the wall for my existing doorknob, and so the back check will help as well as the door stop. Open the door here. Back check starts right here. Cushions the door, and we'll go ahead and let it close. And there you go. I'll do it one more time, showing the door's angle. Back check's here. There's the hold open, and if I want to disengage it, just do that, and it'll close like that. So very nice closer. It hardly makes a sound. I really like it, and let's move on to the next. Now over to my closet doors. You may have remembered in the past that I've had some closers here, mainly on this door. Currently there's nothing up, mainly, few reasons. I don't really have the appropriate closer. I've had many closers over the years that have done stuff like this, and yeah, it's not the best. And plus it'd be kind of hard to install a closer with all these holes, so if I find some sort of residential closer, I'll perhaps put one back, and hopefully it'll be more permanent than all this other stuff. But yeah, there's that. However, on this other door I've never really put anything on. I installed this door closer. Now I've had this one for a while as well. Got it for maybe around $8 or $9. This is an Ultra brand residential door closer. It's parallel mount only. I've seen this closer been rebranded by tons of companies. Ultra for one, another one it was called I think it was Design Hardware or something, and another one called Mintcraft. And so yeah, I don't know. I guess it'd be maybe a generic closer. And then another company I think is Dynasty Hardware too. So it's a nice little closer, I guess. It has a built-in hold open. However, the door doesn't open all the way for it to engage, so when I want the door to stay open, I installed a door stop, and I can flip it down, and the door will stay open. This is a 1-speed closer. and just sweep one adjustment does both. So it's a okay little closer, I guess. So here's it closing, kind of awkward to film. And this is a magnetic shut door. Do that one more time. There you go. And on the other side, I have this door stop with kind of a little addition I made to extend it because I have this pedestrian signal here I don't want the door to hit. And then I have the corner of my desk, which I don't want the door to hit as well, so it stops right here, which doesn't hit either. Lastly, we have another door. This door may seem familiar, mainly because I've actually used it for installs in the past, mainly for things that are top jam or parallel mount. And I decided I still wanted this door to be self-closing, so I put in another closer. However, it's no longer parallel or top jam, it's regular mount. This is my tail door closer. This was the original closer that was on my bedroom door where the Norton is. Nice little closer. It's very loud when you open it. It just, it kind of groans, I guess. Paint needs to be touched up. I just have been too lazy to do it. A good little closer other than that. I moved it to in here because when I had closers in there, they would kind of vary on speed based because this storage room in here is not insulated. So if it's hot outside, it's hot in there. If it's cold outside, it's cold in there. So closers, the speeds would vary. And actually one of my other closers began to leak because it was in there. So that's not really fun. Like my bedroom door, I replaced the handle here as well as the hinges. And this is a door stop that doesn't really match, but it does the job fine. Can take the cover off. Looks almost like a mini full-sized closer. And there's the pinion cap. So there you go. And we'll place the cover back on. Let's do a cycle of it. All the way open and closing. Kind of slams. It's also based on temperature as well. If it's hot outside, for some reason it's a lot quieter. However, if it's colder, it slams, and right now it's pretty cold outside. So yeah, there you go. Okay, back in my room. Here's the Norton 8501 without the cover. Again, I think it looks great with or without it. There is the Norton logo right there. Back check valve and sweep and latch right here. My one and only knock with this closer, actually two things. One, unless it's just the unit I got, which this could be a plus or minus, the door almost seems too light. I mean, compared to my other two residential closers, those actually require a little bit more force, but this one felt too light, and I had to make some adjustments with the door because actually the thing would refuse to latch even with the valve almost backed all the way out, which could be why the previous installer backed it all the way out, but I was careful not to. Unless that was just the unit that's maybe defective, I don't know, but it still works fine right now. My other thing would be the cover itself. This thing's actually a pain to remove. You can see when I've removed it previously, I've kind of torn up paint and even scratched, oops, there's a shadow, scratched the closer itself. But I guess you may think that it's kind of a disadvantage when you need to adjust the closer, but they actually provide these little holes that you can put your hex key, Allen wrench, whatever, and adjust it while the cover's on. So I guess that kind of fixes that problem. But other than that, love the closer. Pretty cool. I hope it'll be up here for years. And yeah, so that'll do it for Door Closers Episode 1. Thanks for suggesting the series come back, since there's an audience that want to see it. I'm happy to bring it back. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.